One of the most common criticisms I have heard over the years for the Armored Core games is their general lack of storytelling. While I generally find the sentiment to be true, at least in the earlier games, I believe that for the player who takes their time and analyzes the small nuggets of story that is given to us, we can be rewarded with an experience that is likely different from other players. Armored Core 1 is undeniably my favorite in the series. It has a certain charm in the mission variation and undeniable care that was poured into the early PS1 era graphics. And while it can be easy to get lost in the overwhelming amount of customization in the garage, I think that if you stop and actually read the texts that are given to you, an undeniably bleak picture is painted for you. This kind of subtlety was lost on me as a child. I wanted to blow things up and get to the biggest guns possible on my 50-ton war machine. Mission briefings were merely the things you mashed X through to get to the fun part of the game. Now that I'm older and wiser, I can more appreciate the dreary setting that the creators had laid out for me. And if you will let me, I would like to walk you through the austere and somber story of the opening of Armored Core 1. The tone is immediately set as soon as you enter the main menu. No music, no movement, just echoing key presses as you enter your pilot information. The character of the menus is readily apparent as you feel almost alone, punching in the moniker you will be using for the rest of your career as a Raven, if you even become one. As we confirm our entry, we are greeted with a message. The light along the background almost looking like hazard stripes, warning us of the price it could cost to become a Raven. Our lives.
This is the only test that we give to people who want to become a Raven. You must battle against the opponent AC and survive. If you survive, you will be considered a Raven. That's all. Good luck.
This mission, our first ever as a fully fledged mech pilot, is our tutorial. Survive or die. No instruction is given or is even available to us. The control of our AC is clunky, cumbersome, our generator barely able to keep up with our AC's movements, our legs already at the limit of what they can hold, but still, we must survive.
The test is over. From this moment on, you are a Raven.
Those words, so rightfully earned by us. You are a Raven. We did it. We passed the test. Maybe greener pastures await us in this new world. Upon our success, we're greeted with our first bit of life in the game. An upbeat tune floods the garage. Our email lights up, and we are greeted upon being successful in our quest to become a feared mercenary. Our liaison to the nest, goes over the obligations of Raven's Nest, as well as a few things we can do while we are here. Their final statement, however, is a sobering reminder that our presence here could be fleeting. Whether our association will be long or short depends entirely on your skill. I'll be in touch. After looking at our AC and making whatever adjustments we see fit, we can do what we finally became a raven to do. Earn money. Our first mission isn't from a corporation. It's from the local Zam City Guard, and the pay is paltry. Not even enough to buy a new weapon for our AC. But it is the highest paying job we have.
You are to eliminate a group of illegal squatters at an abandoned facility on the east side of the city. They profess to be radicals opposed to area redevelopment. However, the planners have already reached an agreement with the citizens in question. So these are merely outlaws who want an excuse to run amok. But they are still citizens from the standpoint of the Guard. We cannot use force. If they are left as is, there is a risk of affecting the progress of the plan. There is no need for restraint. We want you to teach them the rules of society.
The Guard are calling for the destruction of civilian lives, and we are the tool that they are paying a meager sum to do that. There is no mention of a trial or even due process in this world. These humans are merely in the way and must be swept away like the garbage they are. The rules of society demand it. Upon entering the warehouse, it is undeniably grim. On top of this, the enemies in this dank, gloomy warehouse don't look like anything even remotely suited for combat. Sure, a few combat MTs are here, but majority of the enemies appear to be modified pieces of mining equipment. Single-shot rifles mounted on slow-moving cranes, and heavy robots clearly outfitted with mining equipment, retrofitted with outdated ordnance. Upon clearing out the squatters, we receive our pay, most likely half of whatever we were promised after paying for ammunition and repairs. But fortunately for us, there is a second job available, and this time from one of the major corporations, Chrome. Workers in the Avalon Valley Development Area, demonstrating for better working conditions, have taken over the Doan Bridge. They have erected a barricade on the bridge and have completely halted traffic. There is no sign of their giving in to the guards. They persist to see the HQ. We told them we have no time to deal with such trifling matters, but they don't seem to understand. Anyways, we can't leave this as is. In a drawn-out battle, collateral damage would become a problem, so forcibly eliminate them now. Several worker MTs are on the bridge, but this should be no problem at all for you Ravens. Our armored division is also deployed. Should be an easy job, so go to it. Once again, our services are called upon to deal with civilians that a larger organization doesn't seem to want to get their hands dirty with. And the mission briefing as well even sounds like it was written by someone who was just inconvenienced to even write it. The most standout line, however, is the reason that the workers need to be eliminated. Because they were striking for better working conditions. This mission really hammers home the total disregard that the higher-ups in society have for working-class people. When we get to the bridge, we are immediately greeted with the barricades that the workers have erected. Another crane MT, retrofitted with an armament, peeks over the blockade, firing salvos at us, woefully outmatched by our state-of-the-art war machine. Behind us, corporate military armored vehicles support us, concealing the first hidden part of the game for those who are curious enough to explore on such a linear map. As we move forward and remove the belligerents, we realize that their numbers were quite small, 5 strong at most. Calling in a raven was far too excessive for a task like this. This was a message from Chrome to the people. Both of these missions can be cleared in under a minute, including the mission briefing if done properly, and the subtle nuances in storytelling on all 3 of these missions can be so easily missed by a player simply looking at the pay and moving directly to the goal. Eagle-eyed, or rather raven-eyed players of the series may even catch the shockingly parallel similarities of the 2 Eliminate Squatters missions to the Zidane Weapons Factory missions in Armored Core 3. But that is a video for another time. I really wanted to highlight the subtle storytelling in Armored Core and how, even for people who may not have played AC1 as a child, there's still lots to glean from the first game in the series. These bleak themes kind of carry out through majority of the games in the series. Lots of things about people being oppressed or downtrodden and barely protected by the corporations that lord over them. These themes can be missed quite easily if you don't look, so I definitely wanted to shine a spotlight on them. I would like to thank you for letting me share this little bit of Armored Core history with you, and I hope to see you next time. Hey guys, RC here. I just wanted to put a quick little message at the end of this one to thank you all for being so supportive on the channel and participating in discussions. It really means a lot. I love talking about Armored Core, and I'm really hoping that I can bring out some more stuff that maybe or maybe not you've seen in the past. I'm trying to upload 1 video a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling. But I've been having a lot of fun doing this, and I really hope that you guys continue to support me. If you want to sub, that's great. I don't expect it. I really hope that just the content speaks for itself. And I really do appreciate it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So have a good one, guys, and I'm hoping to have the next video out here in the next week or so. Have a good one.